Yeah, those are good ones for today. Yeah, thank you. We are doing a random read. We're just doing a YouTube video. It's about 8:30 in the morning here. Yes, August 23rd, Saturday. We're doing a random reading from Columbia University, page 182. The Wisdom of the East, Columbia University series. Page 182, we'll start, 181. Ode to Zion. Art thou not, Zion, fain to send forth greetings from thy sacred rock unto thy captive train, who greet thee as the remnants of thy flock? Take thou on every side, east, west, and south, and north, their greetings multiplied. Sadly he greets thee still, the prisoner of hope, who day and night sheds ceaseless tears. Like dew on Hermon's hill, would that they fell on thy mountain's height. Harsh is my voice when I bewail thy woes, but when in fancy's dream I see thy freedom, forth its cadence flows. Sweet as the harps that hung by Babel's stream. My heart is so distressed, for Bethel ever blessed, for Peniel and each sacred place. The holy presence there to thee is present where thy Maker opens thy gates, the gates of heaven to face. Oh, who will lead me on to seek the spots where, in far distant years, the angels in their glory dawned upon the messengers and seers? Oh, who will give me wings, that I may fly away, and there, at rest from all my wanderings, the ruins of my heart among thy ruins lay? I'll bend my face onto thy soil, and hold thy stones as precious gold. And when in Hebron I have stood beside my father's tomb, then will I pace in turn thy plains and forest wide, until I stand in Gilead and discern Mount Hor and Mount Abram, neath whose crest the luminaries twain, thy guides and beacons rest. The air is life unto my soul, thy grains of dust are mirth, thy streams with honey flow, naked and barefoot, to thy ruined fanes. How gladly would I go, to where the ark was treasured, and in dim recesses dwelt the holy cherubim. Perfect in beauty, Zion, how in thee do love and grace unite? The souls of thy companions tenderly turn unto thee, thy joy was their delight, and weeping they lament thy ruin now. In distant exile for thy sacred height, they long, and towards thy gates in prayer they bow. Thy flocks are scattered over the barren waste, yet do they not forget thy sheltering fold. Unto the garment's fringe they cling, and haste the branches of thy palms to seize and hold. Shenir and Pathros, come they near to thee? Not are they by the light and the right divine. To what can be compared the majesty of thy anointed line? To what the singer's seers and levities thine? The rule of idols fails and is cast down. Thy power eternal is, from age to age thy crown. The Lord desires thee for his dwelling place, eternally and blessed. is he whom God has chosen for the grace within thy courts to rest. Happy is he the watches drawing near, until he sees thy glorious lights arise, and over whom thy dawn breaks full and clear, set in the orient skies. But happy is he who with exultant eyes the bliss of thy redeemed ones shall behold, and see thy youth renewed as in the days of old. Translated by Alice Lucas. I was sucking on a smoothie, so it's all dissolved now. Yes, thank you. Alright, we could read maybe one more, maybe two more. Okay, we'll do 3 more. Separation. And so we twain must part. Oh, linger yet. Let me still feed my glance upon thine eyes. Forget not, love, the days of our delight, and I our nights of bliss shall ever prize. In dreams thy shadowy image I shall see. Oh, even in my dream be kind to me. Though I were dead, I none the less should hear thy step, thy garnet rustling on the sand, and if thou waft me greetings from the grave, I shall drink deep the breath of that cold land. Take thou my days, command this life of mine, if it can lengthen out the space of thine. No voice I hear from lips death pale and chill, yet deep within my heart it echoes still. My frame remains, my soul to thee yearns forth. A shadow I must tarry still on earth, back to the body dwelling here in pain. Return my soul, make haste and come again. Translated by Emma Lazarus. Longing for Jerusalem. O city of the world, who with sacred splendor blessed, my spirit yearns to thee from out the far-off west. A stream of love wells forth when I recall thy day. Now is thy temple waste, thy glory passed away. Had I an eagle's wings, straight would I fly to thee, moisten thy holy dust with wet cheeks streaming free. Oh, how I long for thee, albeit thy king has gone, albeit where balm once flowed, the splendor dwells alone. BALM. Albeit where balm once flowed, the serpent dwells alone. Could I but kiss thy dust, so would I fain expire, as sweet as honey then, my passion, my desire. Translated by Emma Lazarus, from the poem of Emma Lazarus, copyright Houghton Mifflin Company, Boston. The earth in spring. Then, day by day, her broidered gown she changes for fresh wonder. A rich profusion of gay robes she scatters all around her. From day to day her flowers' tints change quick, like eyes that brighten, now white like pearl, now ruby red, now emerald green, they'll lighten. She turns all pale from time to time, red blushes, quick over cover. She's like a fair fond bride that pours warm kisses on her lover. The beauty of her bursting spring so far exceeds my telling. Methinks sometimes she pales the stars that have in heaven their dwelling. Translated by Edward G. King. From the Kitab al-Khazari on Revelation. We'll read this last section, and then I'll post the rest. The next section is on individual opinion in religious matters, so I think you would really like that. This is medieval Hebrew literature and the wisdom of the East. Volume, Columbia University, book number 1. From the Kitab al-Khazari on Revelation. Our intellect, which a priori is only theoretical, being sunk in matter, cannot penetrate to the true knowledge of things, except by the grace of God, by special faculties which he has placed in the senses. Cheers. Having some water, and we are having our coffee tea, green tea with coffee, and a little bit of the Seductive Caramel Viola Life Creamer. It's really good. Could market that for sure. Has placed in the senses. There is no difference between my perception and thine that has circumscribed disc. There is no difference between my perception and thine that this circumscribed disc, giving forth light and heat, is the sun. I want to reread that sentence. There is no difference between my perception and thine that this circumscribed disc, giving forth light and heat, is the sun. Should even these characteristics be denied by reason, this does no harm, because we can derive it from argument for our purposes. Thus, also, a sharp-eyed person looking for a camel can be assisted by a weak-eyed and squinting man who tells him he has seen 2 cranes at a certain place. The sharp-eyed person then knows that the other has only seen a camel, and the weakness of his eyes made him believe it was a crane, and his squint that there were 2 cranes. In this way, the sharp-eyed person can make use of the evidence of the weak-eyed one, whilst he excuses his faculty description by his faculty sight. A similar relation prevails between senses and imagination on the one side and reason on the other. Imagination and reason. Listening to reason. A similar relation prevails between senses and imagination on the one side, senses and imagination, and reason on the other, sense perception. The Creator has wise in arranging this relation between the exterior senses and the things perceived, as he was in fixing the relation between the abstract sense and the uncorporeal substratum. I have to dissect that one a little bit. To the chosen among his creatures, he has given an inner eye which sees things as they really are, without any alteration. Reason is thus in a position to come to a conclusion regarding the true spirit of these things. He too, whom this eye has been given, is clear-sighted indeed. Other people who appear to him as blind, he guides on their way. It is possible that this eye is the power of imagination, as long as it is under the control of the intellect. It beholds then a grand and awful sight which reveals unmistakable truths, among the whole of this species and those sights. By this I mean all the prophets, for they witness things which are described to the other in the same manner as we do with things we have seen. We testify to the sweetness of honey and the bitterness of the colloquy. And if anyone contradicts us, we say that he has failed to grasp a fact of natural history. Those prophets, without doubt, saw the divine world with the inner eye. They beheld a sight which harmonized with their natural imagination. Whatever they wrote down, they endowed with attributes, as if they had seen them in corporeal form. Those attributes are true as far as regards what is sought by inspiration, imagination, and feeling. They are untrue as regards the realities sought by reason. Right, and I'll post the next pages, that next section on individual opinion in religious matters. Here lies a man, a still man. If thou wert a man, angels of heaven must have overshadowed thy mother. Guide of the Perplexed, Jewish Philosophy. Maimonides, Maimonides, also produced a work marked an epoch in Jewish philosophy. It is the best attempt made by a Jew to combine philosophy with theology. Isn't it like Aristotle? Yeah, I'll post those pages. I think you would like that. You definitely? Yes. Okay, I thought so. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it is really nice. Nice, beautiful sunny day.